So today, we're playing the Berserker, and we are becoming a spicy banana dragon once again, which means we're using the skill Spicy Banana with the dragon set skill. But this time, we're using it with the good old chain up, which allows us to remove opponent's buffs as we scale for damage too. But hey, check this run out and let me know what you think of this build. Okay, let's go and jump some rank games with the Berserker and see just what we can do today. Okay, so we're going to be taking a frying pan. We're going to be taking a garlic. I don't exactly want to grab any of this other stuff, so I'm going to roll once. I'm going to actually take a second garlic. I'm going to sell this walrus tusk so we can actually grab this extra sword. And we're going to move on. Now, double garlic frying pan is going to be pretty good. The problem is we don't have a banana to sustain our stamina. Our opponent actually dealt a lot of damage with their setup right now. But smashing our stamina was just enough to take out that Reaper. Now let's go ahead and grab another garlic. Let's go ahead and grab the storage. Now should we craft up a torch or should we go? Let's actually craft up a torch. I'm going to roll once. And I actually want to reserve this healing herb. Since we're on sale, let's keep it going for now. Now triple garlic means we're going to get a lot of block. And anybody run vampirism is not going to have any vampirism. However, this opponent is actually dealing quite a bit of damage. Because they do have that leaf badge. And smashing, we barely outpace them. Which is not too bad. Now let's go ahead and grab our healing herbs. Some pretty good options too. But I'm actually going to leave for now. Let's go ahead and take our big old banana. We definitely need that. Let's roll for now. It's looking like we could potentially go for a falcon blade. Literally all we need is one pair of gloves, one more whetstone. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep these items. Actually, let's sell our healing herbs. Let's take our whetstone for now, and then eventually we can grab these also. Let's keep moving for now. Our opponent is going to have a lot of flat damage. They're also going to have a little bit of scaling damage with that burning torch. They also have a lot more max HP than us. But we have so much garlics. That's kind of insane. We should be able to generate up a lot of block, and if we don't get the smelly wall, we're going to be in big trouble. And just barely scraping by. We didn't get the smelly wall, unfortunately. Well, it is what it is. Which means we can go for Mana Master, we can go for Extra Angry. Extra Angry is kind of awesome, or we can go for Spicy Banana. I think I'm going to go for Spicy Banana. I do like Spicy Banana quite a bit. Let's take our gloves. Let's grab this fanny pack for right now then. Which means we can't grab our sword. I'm going to roll once. And we are going to want this storage. But let's go ahead and move on. We should be in a pretty good spot because any stamina that we do use is going to heal us. So we should have lots of healing, we should have lots of block. It should be fantastic overall, and our opponent is also going to have a similar setup, except they're going to stack up a lot of spikes, so we could be in lots of trouble. That's going to be a lot of damage back to ourselves. We do have Battle Rage. Can we actually outpace him? It's looking quite scary because that's a lot of spikes, but smashing all the same. I'm going to grab this. Let's go ahead and grab this health pot. Let's grab our sword, and let's add this in here for now. I'm going to move on. Now we did increase our DPS by adding in the whetstone. We got a little bit tankier with our health pot. And we'll see. Our opponent is actually using up a lot of cards. So we could end up taking a lot of damage. They're going to have a ton of regen. So we could be in big trouble. However, actually, yeah, they have so much regen, so much spikes. Unfortunately, they just had a ton of value that we couldn't just deal with. Okay, that is a turnip, which I'm genuinely interested in about taking. So I'm going to start a frying pan. Let's go ahead and grab it for now. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's go ahead and roll again. Now the problem is, we don't exactly have a whetstone to craft up falcon blade, which is not ideal. But should we craft up a chain whip? I think we're going to craft up chain whip. We're going to grab our gloves. We're going to grab the stamp sack. We're going to grab our dragonscale armor, and we're going to move on. And we'll see how this goes for now. Our opponent is rocking steel gubberts with a dagger with that slime time. This could be quite interesting. Slime time with steel gubberts, which could scale up a lot of damage on that dagger. That dagger is dealing 10 to 13 damage per hit, which is kind of insane. However, with the amount of garlics we do have, we should have a ton of block. We should be able to scale up a lot of block, a lot of spikes. So our turnip should be able to deal quite a bit of damage. And overall, smashing. And actually, it's looking like we should have kept a turnip because that is literally a pineapple. Right now, let's go ahead and grab our stamina sack. Let's go ahead and grab our gloves. I'm going to sell our sword. I'm going to grab this big old banana. I'm actually going to move on, but I'm going to take out a torch because I'm going to change our setup around so our gloves are targeting our chain up, and we're going to make this go as fast as possible to be removing as much buffs as possible. It's going to be using up a lot more stamina, especially if you increase the speed of it, which should be pretty good overall. However, our opponent is going to have a lot of skilling damage with that eye lamp. On that torch, they do have tons of healing, but this chain up is starting to deal a lot of damage and smashing. Now, which subclass should we actually go for? Well, to be honest, I'm thinking strongly about going for Wolf Emblem, because that is going to give us crit chance on our chain up. Yeah, let's go ahead and try it for right now. It's going to give us a dog, which is not exactly the dog I did want to grab, but we are going to take it nonetheless. We can't grab our leather armor. We're going to roll. We're definitely going to need some storage. We're going to sell our torch and sell our whetstone, so we could actually get it if we do want to get rid of some of our garlics. I'm going to roll once more, and that is another pup, which I'm definitely going to grab. Not exactly the pup I do want to grab, but it is going to give us some crit chance, and we'll see. Now, chain up is going to be fantastic. Going to begin Bloodthorn because it is going to be removing our buffs. So basically, this Bloodthorn is literally going to become a big stick, and we should be able to deal quite a bit of damage. This chain up should be able to scale up by removing all our buffs, and we'll see. That fatigue has kicked in. Our banana is going to be keeping us alive. We are scaling up that in power with our Wolf Emblem, and overall smashing. Now we're going to grab the storage. We're going to grab our armor. Let's roll once. We are probably going to want this corrupted crystal because we could potentially go for Heart of Darkness, which will be removing some more buffs. But I'm going to want the storage. We could grab cheese to scale up some of our max life, but we're going to move on, and we'll see. Now these power pops are going to give us a luck, empower, or regen, which I'm not going to complain about. These are all fantastic buffs. Our opponent is also rocking chain up, except they have steel gubbards with that Wolf Emblem, so they're going to be scaling up a lot of damage. That eye lamp is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage too. They're also going to have a lot of block with that wisdom pup. They're also going to have extra Angie again, and unfortunately they are just going to outpace us. So we do have a couple of options. We could go for hardwood to go for a common melee weapon. I don't think we're actually going to want that. I think we're going to go for dragonscale over mana mastery. We've no use for mana, so let's go ahead and grab dragonscale. Now prismatic orb is kind of interesting. We could end up going for prismatic sword, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to grab a corrupted crystal. I'm going to roll, and I would like to craft up vampiric armor. That's also an eye lamp, which would scale up our damage quite significantly. We're going to grab this protective little purse, and we do need to craft up at least one dragonscale armor. We're going to move on. We're going to get our eye lamp so we can scale up our damage a little bit better on our chin up and also give us that accuracy. However, can we deal with this Reaper? We're going to be taking all their buffs. They're going to be inflicting a lot of poison on us. But can our chin up deal that big damage before they inflict too much poison on us? We're just about to enter that battle rage. That poison is after stacking up quite a bit. It's going to be super close and barely. Holy moly, that chin up did massive damage. I'm going to grab the eye lamp. Let's grab this bloody amulet. Let's go ahead and roll. What's with all the power buffs? Kind of crazy. I'm going to craft up vampiric gloves. We're going to want this power up, and we probably actually want this spike collar. But unfortunately, we're going to move on. And vampiric gloves is going to be pretty good for chin up because it's going to give us that initial attack speed, and it's going to give us a little bit of vampirism. Now we do also want some courage dogs so we get the benefit of that vampirism. But we'll see. This opponent is busted blade with a big anvil. We're after taking all their buffs, but they're not super relying on those buffs. And so far, this chain up actually dealing quite a bit of damage, and it's looking kind of awesome. Now we did get 2 pups, which is fantastic. We're going to grab one for now. Should we grab the power pup or should we grab a wisdom pup? I think we're going to grab the wisdom pup because that's going to be a little bit of block first. Let's go ahead and grab you. Let's go ahead and sell 2 garlics, and let's go ahead and grab our spike collar. And we're going to move on. Now we definitely need those dragon skin boots, because once we get those dragon skin boots, we're going to get some lifesteal, and it's going to be pretty good on our chin up, except we do need those courage buffs. But we'll see. We are going to begin unsettling presence, pandemonium. We're starting to deal that big damage with our chin up. And so far, actually looking kind of awesome, not gonna lie. Definitely way better than expected. Our DPS right now, just about 28 DPS overall. As for heals, about 12 healing per second. As for block, honestly could be way better. But if you do get more dogs, our DPS does increase, our survivability does increase, and literally, we got ourselves dragonscale boots. That's also a power up. Now, do we actually want more vampirism? We're going to roll once again. Unfortunately, we're going to prioritize crafting up the dragonscale boots. I'm going to sell the health pot. I'm going to roll. That's another wisdom pup. That is a heart of darkness. There's also some storage, so let's go ahead and move on. And we'll see. Our opponent is going to be stealing our buffs, so we could be in lots of trouble, but we should be able to deal that big damage. We should be able to negate a lot of their buffs. Once again, in a battle rage, we should be in a fantastic spot, but that's a lot of damage coming from our opponents. And unfortunately, we just cannot keep up with them. And now we have a dragon set online. Now, Spicy Banana with dragon set is really, really fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab our storage for now. Let's go ahead and grab our wisdom pup. Let's go ahead and craft you up. Let's go ahead and roll. And we could take another eye lamp for even more scaling damage, which I'm thinking we're going to grab. But let's keep moving for now. It's also going to give us more heats, so we do get that lifesteal super early on. We should have lifesteal. We should be able to generate up a lot of block. We should be able to stack up a lot of empower. However, this point does have staff fire, which is going to be a lot of damage. But as long as we keep removing our buffs, we should be in a pretty good spot. And this chain up dealing massive damage. Now they do resurrect, and unfortunately that's going to be our downfall. Super unfortunate, it is what it is. I'm going to grab the stamina sack. We're going to craft you up. Let's go ahead and grab our eye lamp, which means we can't grab our heart container. So I'm going to roll. And finally, a doggo that's actually going to deal. That is a doggo that's going to give us some lifesteal. Exactly what we're looking for. We're going to be prioritizing crafting this up. And we'll see, because Dragon Sled is going to give us that lifesteal. We should get that vampirism from our vampiric gloves. And we should be able to keep ourselves alive right now. Much easier. However, this opponent is actually doing quite a bit of damage. We do answer back. Is it enough though? So far? Smashing. Really awesome. Right now our crit chance is 82%. Our DPS is only about 34 DPS overall, which is not crazy insane DPS by any means. As for heals, we do have 14 heal per second. As for block, 18 block per second. So all in all, pretty decent overall. But we also do remove opponent's buffs, which is quite significant at the same time. That is something definitely to know. Now I'm actually thinking we're going to take the bird, because that is going to be removing opponent's luck. I think we're going to let go of our heart container for right now. And we are going to move on. We're going to fit this in like so. And we are going to have to change the setup around just a bit better. Let's keep rolling for now. That is more vampirism. Should we prioritize it? I think we just move for now. And that is another power up, which we're going to have to grab. But I'm going to have to sort the inventory out and I'll be back in a second when we do that. Okay, so we did move our setup around to be a lot more different. Now we do have our dragon claws, specifically targeting our chain up along with our wolf emblem, making this go turbo fast. We could switch it this way, so we should be able to get that initial speed, which should be fantastic. Now we still have our dragon claws targeting banana for right now, and we should have as much potential on all our doggos. Now this bird is going to be targeting a lot of our doggos, which means they're going to be triggering faster and faster. It's also going to help remove our buffs, our opponent's buffs, so we should be able to scale up that damage on our chain up a little bit better. And we're going to see, is this going to be enough? Can we actually survive? And we'll see. Now, as long as we keep removing our opponent's buffs, we should be in a fantastic spot. But that obsidian dragon is dealing quite a bit of damage. But so far, they have stacked up a lot of buffs, and unfortunately, we just cannot keep up with it. Flame up, Excalibur, obsidian dragon with 3 of these wolf triggers. Yeah, unfortunately, we just couldn't keep up with him. I'm going to switch this in here for now. We're going to grab another courage pup. We're going to roll. We're going to grab the storage. Now, should we actually prioritize crafting you instead of that power pup? More than likely. It is the final round to craft. I'm going to roll. That is another eye lamp, which is more heat generation. I'm not going to take it. And with that, we're going to move on. And we'll see. Now, another courage pup is going to increase your DPS quite significantly. It's also going to help our lifesteal situation. And we'll see. Now, our opponent is going to be stacking up a lot of block. They do have Excalibur. They're going to be scaling up that damage. We do have a lot of block to get through. We are going to be removing their buffs. As long as we keep taking their mana away from them, they cannot actually scale up with their Excalibur. Or they cannot get the effect from the Excalibur. However, we're dealing that big damage. And it's looking quite close. We're both in battle rage. And it's super close, but smashing. By the way, we had 36 in power. We managed to get a 68 DPS within 31 seconds. As for heals, we managed to get 22 healing per second. As for block, 20 block per second. So basically a 40 HP, effective HP, which is not too bad. Now, we're definitely going to grab another Courage Pup. We're going to roll. We're going to keep rolling. Now, the thing is, we could grab ourselves a cheese so we start stacking up some max life. Or we could take another Spike Collar and prolong our battle rage. We're going to sell our Forging Hammer. We do have 11 gold. So 2 seconds longer battle rage means our chain up is going to hit one more time in battle rage, giving us an 8 heal. Going to give us basically 2 more heats and give us a lot more damage reduction versus having basically 30 max HP. Potential to have more. I think I'm going to take the Spike Collar for right now. I'm going to roll, and honestly, that is the best outcome we could have actually asked for. 4 Courage Pups, meaning we're going to get a ton of lifesteal, and we don't get the crit chance on it, but it'll have to do it this way for right now. And we should be in a fantastic spot. Chain up, doggos, spicy banana dragon. Kinda awesome. Let's keep it going. Are we going to win out? Are we going to lose? I'm going to slow this one down. Now, as long as we do keep removing our opponent's mana, they're going to have a harder time scaling up, but that's a lot of mana generation. Those mana turrets are going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. But we'll see. They do have a mana orb to get that big buff explosion, which is going to be all the better for us because we have more buffs to remove. And honestly, these doggos and chain up dealing quite a bit of damage. However, our opponent's also dealing quite a bit of damage, and it's actually going to be super close. But actually, smashing. This turned out to be way better than I thought it was going to be. 69 DPS chain up. And these Courage Pups actually providing a lot of DPS. Yeah, we managed to get an 80 DPS with our chain up, with our Courage Pups. Actually turned out to be quite awesome. Our opponent's DPS was 60 DPS overall, so we actually managed to outpace him quite significantly. We managed to get a 20 healing per second, which is not too bad. Vast majority of it come from Dragon Set, Vampirism, Spicy Banana. Chain up, literally doing very little in healing, but still a little bit more overall. As for block, 20 block per second with our Wisdom Pups, our Wolf Emblem, our Dragonscale armor, our boots. Looking pretty good. So honestly, this build came out to be quite awesome. The Spicy Banana combo, looking pretty good. However, it did only give us 3 heats, which is not insane, but still, when you're struggling to get that heats, pretty good overall. And any stamina that we do use, we do get a ton of healing along with the lifesteal from Dragon Set, which turned out to be quite nice. Now, even with 4 Vampirism, we actually did get quite a bit of healing from it, so it would have been more awesome to get more and more weapons added in. Super, super awesome. Now, we did survive 2 lives left. How much rank points are we going to get? Plus 10 ranks up quite a bit. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope you look up for the next one. See you next time.